Hello students, I am Rajashri ma'am and today I have come to teach you the lesson The Coming of Pollyanna from the course book of 7th ICSE. And this is an extract from a beautiful novel called Pollyanna written by Eleanor H. Porter. And Pollyanna is an 11-year-old girl. She's orphan. She has recently lost her father and she is coming to stay with her aunt Polly in Beldingsville, and her father she has lost her father recently, and no one is there to take care of her, and that is why she has come to stay with her aunt Polly, who is her mother's own sister. In due time, the telegram announcing that Pollyanna would arrive in Beldingsville the next day, the 25th of June at 4 o'clock. And the telegram announced to Aunt Polly that Pollyanna is coming. And telegram is an electrical device which was used long ago to send messages quickly from one place to another. And she is coming on 25th of June at 4 o'clock, and Miss Polly read the telegram, frowned, then climbed the stairs to the attic room. But Aunt Polly is frowned. That means frowning means to make expression by the with the eyebrows to show irritation or annoyance. Here you see that Miss Polly is not at all pleased to have her niece, though she is an unmarried lady and a lonely lady also, but she is not happy to have her niece to stay with her, and she makes does her formality. She arranges everything for Pollyanna, but which is very poor. uh, she was given the attic room, and when Miss Polly goes to the attic room to inspect that whether the arrangements have been done or not, she still goes on frowning. She still frowned. Attic room is the room on at the rooftop which is mostly used as the storeroom, and which is being given to Pollyanna. She still frowned as she looked about her. The room contained a small bed neatly made, two straight back chairs, a washstand, a bureau without any mirror, and a small table. Very small arrangement was being made for Pollyanna. Only a small bed, two straight back chairs, washstand, a bureau. Bureau is a chest with many drawers, though it has no mirror, and a small table. There were no drapery curtains. Drapery curtains are curtains made with heavy cloth. And the dormer window. Dormer window is the window that stick out vertically from a sloping roof. And these are no pictures on the wall. That means there is no decoration there. All the day the sun had been pouring down upon the roof, and the little room was like an oven for heat. And the room always as it is on at the rooftop, it gets sunshine all the time, and so it is very hot and not pleasant to stay at. A fly big was buzzing angrily. As there were no screens, the windows had not been raised. Screens are to cover the window, opening of the window. And as there was no screen, the window was closed, could not be opened because these screens are also called bug screen or fly screen, to trap the insects there. And somehow a fly has come inside the room, and a big fly was buzzing angrily at one of them, now up and down trying to get out, and it has got trapped there and not being able to get out from there. Nancy, Miss Polly said a few minutes later at the kitchen door, I found a fly upstairs in Miss Pollyanna's room, and that is the only thing which was defective there, that there was a fly got trapped there. That window must have been raised at some time. Yes, the window should be open for some time, but I have ordered screens. But until they come, I shall expect you to see that the windows remain closed. I have ordered screens. I have to buy screens for it, but as until they come, you have to close the keep the windows closed. My niece will arrive tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I desire you to meet her at the station. My niece is coming and you go to station to receive her. Timothy will take the open buggy and drive you over. Timothy is also another servant who works over there at her house. Will take the and he will take you up a open buggy. Buggy is a horse cart pulled by the horses, and you will go in a open buggy to receive her from the station. The telegram says light hair, red checked gingham dress and straw hat. And the telegram describes that she is a girl who has light hair and red checked gingham dress is red and white check dress, and and straw hat. Actually, Aunt Polly has never seen Pollyanna. Actually, her mother, Pollyanna's mother, had got married and got detached from her own family, so they have never seen each other, and they cannot will not be able to identify. So the descriptions have been given in the telegram. That is all I know, but I think it is sufficient for your purpose, and that is the all thing, everything I know about her, and it will solve your problem. Actually, this is a village, and there are no many people staying over there, and many people do not come also there. That is why it is easy to recognize a person. And yes ma'am, but you and at this Nancy the maid tried to say by this that ma'am, you will not go to receive your niece. Actually, she couldn't tell the whole words because she was only a maid. Miss Polly evidently read the pause aright, but Aunt Polly could understand what she was trying to say, for she frowned and said crisply, but again she frowned and said crisply in a straight cut manner, "No, I shall not go. It is not necessary that I should, I think. That is all. No, I don't have to go. It is not necessary." And she turned away. She didn't expect any answer from Nancy. Miss Polly's arrangements for the comfort of her niece, Pollyanna, were complete. And that is the small things, arrangements he had done for Pollyanna. In the kitchen, Nancy sent her flat iron with a vicious dig across the dish towel she was ironing. There was a hole in the dish towel and she was ironing it. Light hair, red check, gingham dress and straw hat. All she knows indeed. She knows this much only. Well, I would be ashamed to own it up. That I would. And her only niece, what was a coming from way across the continent, and only this much she knows about her niece. I would be ashamed that I would not, if I would not know anything about my niece. And this is the arrangement she's doing when she's coming from such a long way, coming from a long way. And promptly at 20 minutes to 4 the next afternoon, Timothy and Nancy drove off in the open buggy to meet the expected guest. But at the at the correct time, they reached the station. 20 minutes to 4 the next afternoon, they drove up to the to receive the expected guest. And here are some questions. How did Miss Polly receive the news about Pollyanna's arrival? She was not much pleased with the arrival of Pollyanna. What items of furniture did the attic room contain? You know this. Here it is given. Um, Straight back chair, small bed, washstand, bureau, and small table. When and how did Timothy and Nancy drive up to meet Pollyanna? When did promptly at 20 minutes to 4 the next afternoon, Timothy and Nancy drove up in the open buggy to meet the expected guest. So this much is for today, students. And in the next part, I will explain afterwards the next part, remaining part of it. And till then, bye, and watch the next video. Thank you.